All right, Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory is to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I also want to say Shalom. Much due honors and respect to all you brothers out there that's also laboring in this work and continue to push out this gospel in all diligence, truth, faith, and sincerity. So I just wanted to go into another quick lesson concerning the state of the planet Earth and the reason why the planet is in the condition that it's in. Well, the paper trail actually goes back to the so-called white man. All right, the devil that the Bible speaks of. And for all you people out there that still believe that there's a fictional character under the ground in a red spandex suit with a triton in his hand, and he's waiting to possess your soul and torment your soul forever and ever. Well, that's all a cunningly devised fable, man, which actually derives from Greek mythology, which is also of the so-called white man. That's why we call this man the devil, because the word devil simply means deceiver. And when you go into the word Satan, Satan in the Hebrew, it means adversary. And this man is the adversary to every form of life on the planet. He's not only the adversary to the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Well, this man is also adverse to everything that the Heavenly Father set up, starting with the laws, statutes, and commandments founded in the Holy Bible. Well, guess what? This man don't follow the laws that the Lord put up. This man signed his own laws and legislations into effect, man. All right? For an example, according to Leviticus, the 20th chapter and the 13th verse, it tells you that all homosexuals shall be put to death. But the so-called white man, his laws is adverse to that. His laws is set up to celebrate homosexuality, man. All right? This man is adverse to the animals. The animals is in danger of extinction, at the brinks of extinction, man. Because this devil is hunting down animals for sport, all right? He don't do it for the necessities of life, to survive or to eat. No, he do it for sport, man. The water is polluted. This man adverse to the water. This man is the adversary to the air, man. That's why you got what you call chemtrails, man. Poison in the air. The food, you got genetically modified organism, GMO food. Well, all this is under the watch of the so-called white man, which is the devil, man. All right? So, I'm going to go into a little information that I've found in National Geographic. But National Geographic is the source where I got this from. And there's all type of information out here, man, dealing with pollution, all right? Now, this says smog hanging over cities and most familiar and obvious. Salakia, it says smog hanging over cities is the most familiar and obvious form of air pollution. But there are different kinds of pollution, some visible, some invisible, that contribute to global warming. Generally, any substance that people introduce into the atmosphere that has damaging effects on living things and the environment is considered air pollution. Now, that's another sleight of hands, if you will, or trick by this damn devil, man. They like to put everything in one category, all right? And what I mean is, if you notice, it says generally any substance that people introduce into the atmosphere, and they putting it, in one category as if everybody is responsible for why the planet Earth is in the condition it's in. No, man, this is all because of the so-called white man and his advancements, his so-called technology since he came into power, all right? Which all the small and things of that nature, what they mentioned, that actually comes from the creations of the so-called white man, such as these factories and these plants, these vehicles, man, all right? That's all the work of the so-called white man. Now, it says the leading pollutant. It says carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, is the main pollutant that is warming Earth. Though living things emit carbon dioxide, when they breathe, carbon dioxide is widely considered to be a pollutant when associated with cars, planes, power plants, and other human activities that involve the burning. See how these devils, see how slick they is, man? All right? As if the so-called Chinese man or the so-called Africans, all right, or you Israelites, as if this is you capitalizing off these things, man. All right, these the things that come along with Babylon the Great, which America is recorded in the Bible. It's known as Babylon the Great, pursuing the Revelation, the 18th chapter. Well, these are the things that coexist in Babylon, which Babylon is the throne, if you will, to the so-called white man. So it says, again, though living things emit carbon dioxide when they breathe, carbon dioxide is widely considered to be a pollutant when associated with cars, planes, power plants, and other human activities that involve the burning of fossil fuels such as gasoline and natural gas. All right, it says in the past 150 years, such activities has pumped enough carbon dioxide into the atmosphere to raise its levels higher than they have ever been for hundreds or thousands of years, right? So that's why the so-called white man is to blame, man. All right, they give you somewhat of a measuring stick or a timetable. Over the last 150 years, it's been enough carbon dioxide pumped to surpass over the hundreds and thousands of years. So that means this devil has rapidly been bringing the earth to ruins, man, at a very high rate, very fast pace. And over the last 150 years, that's like the turn of the century with these devils when they started to expand with these cars and these plants. So the devil is responsible for this, man. And this was prophesied in the scriptures, all right? This is the book of St. John, the 10th chapter, in the 10th verse. It says, the thief come not but for to steal, all right, in which the so-called white man is guilty of that. Why you think he's in America now? He stole it from the Native Americans, man, which, by the way, the Native Americans, the Seminole and Native Americans are of the nation of Israel. Those are the tribes of Gad and Reuben, man. So the so-called white man came over here and they stole this land just like they stole everything else, man. All right? The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill. And we know this man's track record is riddled with murder and death, man. All right? From the slaughtering of the Native American Indians to, you so-called Negroes, man. All right? And all the other tribes. And not just there, man. It don't stop there, man. All right? Even to this present day, when they want to go and invade these lands for their resources. All right? They drop bombs, man. Collateral damage. They kill kids, women. All right? But they want to call everybody else the terrorists, man. So-called white man is the devil, man. But it's going to be a penalty for what he's doing, man. He's going to pay, man. He's not going to just ride off in the sunset, okay? So again, the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy, all right? I have come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. Now, I want to look up this word, destroy, man. Because we know what steal and kill, all right? But let's take a closer look at this word destroy in the Greek. We're going to get the pronunciation. Salaki. It's kind of freezing up. Yeah, man, but this man is the devil, man. And his works prove who we are, man. All right?
Strong's G, 622. Apollo me.
All right? It says to destroy, to put out of the way entirely, abolish, to put an end to ruin. All right? Render useless. And that's what this man doing, man. The earth is pretty much useless now, man. The earth is not producing, It's not yielding its fruit, which that's a fulfillment of Genesis, the 4th chapter, where the Lord cursed Cain, all right, which Cain was a so-called white man. That's one of the forefathers of you so-called white people, man. The earth is not producing, man. That's why you got companies such as Monsanto's, man, which spray the earth with all sorts of, all sorts of just poison, man, to try to make the earth produce. All right? That's why you got GMOs, because the earth has been rendered useless, man. The earth is dying and mourning under the foot of the so-called white man. It says to kill, to declare that one must be put to death. All right, metaphor, to devote or give over to eternal misery in hell, right? Which that's the state of the earth right now, man. All right, the earth is in an eternal state of misery, man. The earth is crying out, man. All right, if you was to look at the earth from an area view, well, the earth is actually scarred up with these roads. All right, the earth is no different than the backs of slaves. You see the pictures of those backs of those slaves where they got the whips on their back. Well, that's how the earth is, man. They got these roads. They cut through the forest, cut through the trees, and they put down these roads. This man, the devil, man. It says to perish, to be lost, ruined, destroyed, to destroy, to lose. So that's what the devil came to do. The devil came to bring nothing but eternal misery to every form of life. All right? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24. It's like it's Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 5. It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. And who are the inhabitants? Who is the earth under? The earth is controlled by the so-called white man, all right, which is a fulfillment of Job, the 9th chapter, in the 24th verse. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, all right? The so-called white man is the one that police and govern the world, man. All right, the Lord set up this devil to be in power. All right, if you want to go travel, if you want to, you got to get clearance from the so-called white man. Why you think this devil is hitting up these different nations with sanctions, man? All right, here it is. They possess nuclear capability, but soon as one of these other nations, try to get them some protection, get them some, a nuclear program started, then these devils hit them with sanctions. So these devils, the so-called white man, all right, starting with the banking families, the Illuminati, if you will, Rothschilds, Gettys, DuPonts, so on and so forth, they are in control of the earth, and the earth is mourning under they watch, all right? It says the earth, Isaiah 24 and 5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broke the everlasting covenant. And that's the results of when you don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And this man is guilty of transgressing the laws, man. For all the laws, the 613 laws, statutes, and commandments in the Holy Scriptures, this man has broken every law. And not only that, he have put up other laws that's contrary to the laws of the Lord, man. All right? Which makes him the adversary of the Most High. Verse 6, therefore have the curse devoured the earth. And the earth is devoured, man. All right? When you go to to the ocean, you see plastic forks, and hey, it's animals that's committing suicide, man. I mean, that's a fact. It's animals that's jumping up out of the water. Oh, and by the way, is statistics that 80% of the ocean is fucked up, man. Look, man, this devil gotta go, man. But guess what? The Most High is gonna come, and he's gonna relieve us from being under the oppression of the so-called white man, which is the devil, man. All right? For all you, Christians, so-called Christians out there, man, who don't really understand what these scriptures talking about. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and the curse is Esau, the so-called white man. And he has devoured the earth. And they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Right, because that's the way the Lord is going to cleanse the earth. All right, you all know that water and fire is the two most effective cleansing agents. That's why the Lord cleansed the earth the first time with water. He's going to do it this time with fire. Because again, fire is a purifier, man. So that's how the Lord is going to cleanse the earth. And it's going to be done to render judgment on Esau because, again, Esau is not going to just cruise away in the sunset. They're going to pay for actually destroying the earth, which that's recorded in the scriptures. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give his reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. And that's the so-called white man, okay? Every form of life has been affected by this damn devil, man, which is indeed the so-called white man. It tells you that in Ecclesiasticus, in the Apocrypha, the 10th chapter and the 10th verse, that the physician cutteth off a long disease. And that long disease is Esau, the so-called white man. The earth is plagued and is suffering and mourning under the hands of Esau, okay? Everything has been defiled because of this man. You got young brothers in their 20s, early 30s, hey, even mid-30s. That's young, man. And they got back problems, knee problems. Why? Because you walking on concrete. That it was never meant for you to walk and stand on concrete all day, man. But again, the devil being adverse to the way the Lord set up this program. All right? So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. All right, we're in the times now where this man is being revealed for the devil that he is, and the Most High, Yahweh, through his son, Yahweh Shai, is getting ready to spring in action concerning taking down the devil and the so-called white man in America. All right? Until the next time I say Shalom.